the tale would not be so bright without the sun. But this story would not be what it is without the stone. The stone I speak of is no mere rock, for within this mighty boulder lies a saber. Little higher, saber. There we go. This is the story of the saber in the stone. Much like this unordinary stone, this was an unordinary saber, forged in the fires of Mount Doom. This mighty blade is legend to make its wielder invincible and the King of Kings. And it is this legend that has brought so many brave adventurers to free it from its earthly prison. The first one to try was the Marine. I am the strongest and bravest of all. I will free the sword with the lightest of ease. As he reached down and grasped the sword and pulled with all his might, yet to his dismay, no matter how hard he pulled, the saber would not budge. This angered the Marine, and he beat the rock until it grew tired and he quit. The next to try and best the stone was, of course, the airman. I am the smartest in the land. Nothing stands a chance against the calculations of the Air Force. So he measured, then he calculated, and then he measured, and then he did some useless paperwork. But it was to no avail. The greatest strengths of the Air Force were no match for this mighty saber, and he too retreated. The next to try his worthiness was that of the Army. There is nothing that the Army cannot accomplish, giggled the rifleman. So like all Army men, he did the only thing he knew how to do. Yet no matter how many times he shot the rock, there was no effect. It appeared that the Army's greatest secret weapon was useless. Soon it would be the Coast Guard's turn to try and best the stone. However, before he could even try, the other adventurers began to mock and laugh. He was forced to quit. But finally, a true adventurer emerged. Finally, the sailor tried.
Yeah!
Strangely, as he approached the stone, the other services grew quiet in anticipation to see what he had to say. I may not be the strongest, the smartest, or the best with a gun. But like the Navy, I rely on my honor, my courage, and my commitment. The sailor grasped the saber and began to pull as the others watched curiously. "There is no way," said the Marine. "You are too weak." Yet the sailor continued to pull. "Impossible," snorted the airman. "You are too ignorant to beat that stone." However, the sailor refused to yield. "How do you expect to win? You don't even have a gun," said the army. The sailor stood fast and continued to pull. "Yeah, blah, blah, blah," said the Coast Guard. However, to all their dismay, the sailor continued to pull all day and all night. He was so committed, he would not stop until he was finally victorious. And finally, as all seemed lost, a loud crack was heard. Crack! And the saber broke free. As the sailor held the sword high in the air, the stone spoke softly. "The sword is yours. You are truly the bravest and mightiest young sailor. Your unyielding commitment to excellence has proven you the victor and the mightiest of all." This legendary tale of heroism still lives on in the men and women who serve this country and in the sailors of the United States Navy all over the world. Thank you and good night. The end. No, turn up now, we're not done. To the mats. One more. Clap it up, everybody, clap it up. Yeah.